Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome back. So guys, as part of the today's session, I just want to explain you about the keywords that we used so far in a karate framework and two more new keywords that we are going to use. So here, consider that the various keywords that we have used so far is a URL, which is used precisely to specify the endpoint URL. Method is the keyword which is used to specify the desired API method. Status is the one which is used to specify the status code, and we are gonna study about a path and a header keyword for the today's session. So path, using this particular path keyword, you are gonna specify the entire base path. Actually, I can say that the path was broadly categorized into base path and as well as a context path. If you have a look into this particular URL, right, copy this one and let me put it here, that the URL. So in this particular URL, the API endpoint that we are hitting up to this particular one would be considered it as a base path, and the leftover things we can treat it as a context path. And this context path, we can pass on that particular information using the path keyword in karate. So how I'm gonna deal with it? Let me copy this scenario what we have created and comment it out these lines. I don't want to use it. So here the URL of this one is, this is the URL that I want to validate. Okay, this is the URL, complete URL I want to validate. Now what I'm gonna do right now, using the path keyword, and path is the keyword that I'm gonna use. Using this path keyword, I'm gonna pass the context path of that particular API endpoint. Okay, this is the way how I have a converted. So this is the path. Now when I run my scenario from here, so guys, either you can directly run the scenario or you can go into the runner class, newly created runner class, and you can execute it. See, basically the status is a success. Okay, the status is a success. Perfectly all right. So here, let's go to this particular API information. Okay, let's come back here. And if you see this particular application, we are getting this information. Now the next API endpoint is, this is the one. So click on view details basically with respect to that endpoint. This is specific to that particular endpoint. Okay, these details are specific to that particular endpoint. So if you have a look into this one, this is the endpoint URL. This is the endpoint URL. Let me put that endpoint URL here. Okay, let me put that endpoint URL here. If you see right now, up to this .com, the URL is one and the same. Only this information is changing, right? So what I'm doing right now is scenario to get specific employee details, given URL. This is the URL. When method as a get, then status 200. Perfect, it's done. So let me comment it out this one for the time being, getting of all the details. I just want to get a single user information, and when I run my test script, right, the feature file, it's executing and it is retrieving the information for that user. Now let's uncomment the previous scenario, and if you see, let us split this one into the context path. Whatever this one is there, let us split into the context path. And path, specify the path. So here from this particular one, this is my path information. I specified my path information. See guys, if you see this scenario, the given URL is the same, and even if you see this scenario, even this URL is one and the same given. Hence, as multiple scenarios are having a same precondition, I can use a background here and I can move this given directly to this background. Okay, I can move this given directly to the background. So what it will happen before executing every scenario, okay, before executing every scenario in the feature file, the background will be executed first. So this a URL for which this path is gonna append and it's gonna handle that execution. Okay, when I run my test script right now, okay, when I run my test script right now, of course, it's gonna hit those two endpoints and it will execute successfully. Depending on our requirement, we can set the backgrounds and we can use the path variables and other variables also. Perfect. Right now, the next keyword that we are going to study is about a header. Header is a keyword. Ideally, if you see the Postman example that we have seen, right? In the Postman, there is a header, right? Within the header, we are going to pass on some information. Okay. This is an additional information that it is sent by our client to the server, and this information is a key value pair like a accept and its value, user agent and its value. Ideally, in the real world, whenever you are working on that particular headers, right, you will be passing some kind of a authorizations or a token mechanisms. All those things would be passed as part of a headers. And in the real world, we have a two types of a headers. One is a request header, and the second is the response headers also. In the request, when you are requesting the server, you will pass on certain headers, and when you are accepting a response, basically in the response also, there will be some headers that it is retrieving. Okay, and if you want to use this particular header, right, there is a keyword and header, and this header will accept a key and a value pair. So here, key, I'm considering it as an accept. Okay, key, I'm considering it as an accept, and the value that I want to pass here is, let me type accept here. And if you see the values, basically application.json and a multiple formats are there. I'm just giving it as an application.json format. So here, along with the path, we can also pass the header depending on our project requirements. Ideally, you will be passing the various kinds of an authorization mechanisms within this particular headers. Okay, even if you run the program, the output is gonna be one and the same. So this is the way how can I use a path and how can I use an header keywords, guys. Okay, perfectly all right. See you again in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.